I'm at Sheffield Hallam University for our Northern Volunteers Network Day, and we're presenting on the It's Missing campaign, which is a campaign we've recently launched to improve emotional support and mental health support for people living with diabetes. We did a big survey last year for the future of diabetes, and this was one of the big areas that people living with diabetes highlighted was missing from their care, was the lack of mental health support and emotional support. And actually we talk about mental health and physical health separately, which is a huge misnomer, because actually if that emotional support is missing for people living with a long-term condition, that has a huge impact on how they're able to manage their diabetes, and then of course that impacts on their physical health. So if we can get this better availability of emotional support for people, it will help so many more people manage their diabetes better and lead to better health outcomes and a much better quality of life.
I'm here because it's good to meet other people that are in a situation like me, that either have diabetes or that are involved with the local groups. It's good to see what other people are doing in their groups as well.
Well, about 13 years ago, I decided I would become involved with Diabetes UK. I'm a type 1 diabetic and I've had it for 62 years. And I thought, well, I've been looked after well and I want to give something back. So that's when I became part of the Gateshead local group. As well as hold monthly meetings, I go out to local communities and talk to them about diabetes.
So George was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 2017 at the end of our first year. And I think it's fair to say that from all of his friends' perspective, it changed him quite a lot, as you'd imagine. Not just physically, but mentally, socially. He went from this really outgoing, rugby playing great guy to someone who was, for a few months, a bit more shut off, a bit more cautious. And as one of his really good friends, it was really horrible to see. But one of the best things for him was firstly his girlfriend, who's been amazing, and then also Diabetes UK, the charity, were probably the two things that really got him through those first couple of months, the really difficult time. Learning how to inject insulin, learning when to inject insulin, going back to playing rugby, playing sport.
It's brilliant because you get to network and you get to see other people as well that are volunteers out in the community. You hear the good practices and you're able to share the stories that they've all been using. It's really good. It's inspiring. You come here and you're just really inspired to hear all the different work that other people are doing as well.
So I think these events are really important for people to get together and actually talk about the condition and their personal experiences and the seriousness of the condition, because I don't think a lot of people do. And I think when a group of people who share the same interests come together, it's really spectacular. And I think that kind of creates a snowball effect within the communities that then those people live in, and encourages more people to raise awareness and actually learn about the complications of diabetes and exactly what the condition is.